Hi, Doug Stewart here, and today we are talking to Todd Jones of Copyflight. He is a WordPress designer who has turned into a copywriter, and he runs copyflight.com. He is going to help us learn about how to build good about us pages that have the right words on it. And he's going to do that in Tulsa at our WordPress Meetup on December 17th at 10 a.m. at the Hardesty Library. And he's with us today. Welcome, Todd.
Hey, Doug. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. So tell us a little bit about what you do.
It's hard to say I do one thing. You can say I can do copywriter. I work on content pieces. Sometimes I do actual copywriting, email marketing for myself or someone else. I run a hyperlocal or local media site called Conway Scene. So sometimes I'm working on that. Sometimes I'm working on somebody's website or writing blog posts for Main WP. Helping put out a product earlier this year, doing some content marketing, and just kind of do a little bit of everything. So I guess the simplest term is to say I'm a copywriter. I say that I'm kind of between a copywriter and a content marketer.
So how did you get started in copywriting?
Well, I was doing the WordPress development stuff several years ago, and really got interested in the inbound marketing scene and content marketing. A big fan of Copy Blogger, that kind of stuff, and really just saw the need for content moving forward. And somewhere along the way, I discovered the need to learn some copywriting, and I kind of got hooked in with the copy hackers. And all the things that they put out, and purchased a email copywriting course from Joanna, bought some of the books that they have, and I started studying and learning about email marketing, and then started learning about landing pages and web copywriting, and just some of the things that go into that. Along the way, I would say I learned more about marketing from copywriting than anywhere else. So anyway, I just kind of made that shift a couple years ago. I decided need to make it official, need to change my brand name, and here we are.
There you go. There you go. If you haven't heard of Copy Blogger or Copy Hackers, we're going to put that in the notes or comments below, but it's something that would be really good for you all to look into. Great info from those places. So tell us about some kind of accomplishment that you're really proud of.
I think I saw that and like, what am I most proud of? Being able to finish and get out the door the website copy framework as being fresh for me is probably something I'm really proud of. And I'm going to do some tweaking and changing and making it better and that kind of thing. But, it was this year, the last few years I haven't felt that great. So limited on energy, and to be able for me to do that and to have my friends root me on and some to even help in the process to get that out the door. I haven't made I'm not rich or anything from it, but I have a goal. I haven't hit that goal, but I'm pretty happy with where I am. I mean, the goal is something you reach for, so we're like 40% there, but that's pretty cool. I thought it was a pretty cool deal. First product.
Tell us a little bit more about your copy framework there.
I just took some of the principles I learned from the Joanna Wiebes of the world, and people like Joel Klecke and Conversion XL, another good blog. Just some of the things I learned, and just said, hey, one of the biggest problems that website developers, WordPress developers have is getting copywriting out the door. or getting the copy out so they can get the website out the door.
Wow.
I have some very strong opinions, of course, about that. I actually just did a guest blog post at Elegant Marketplace about getting your copy, getting content from client, and I lay some of that out. But the bottom line is I am to the opinion now that you just don't turn the copywriting over to your client unless they have a copywriter on staff. Nevertheless, sometimes we got to get it done and get it out the window or get it out the door. So the framework is a series of basically what I call framework, but like a documents that tell you like, this is what you need to put here and this is what you need to put here. This is maybe how you can determine what this is, like unique value proposition, which goes on every page of your website. What are your benefits? What are your features? I kind of do some worksheets to help people discover these things. Not a perfect science, but it's better than maybe what they would have had on their own. And it's, you know, there's a main book, I guess, ebook, which has the framework for the home page, the about page, and a service page, your 3 core pages. And then I do the breakdown, like this is why I recommend this for the about page. This is why I recommend this for the service page. This is why I recommend it for the home page. And then here's a worksheet to help you determine your value proposition. Here's a worksheet to help you with your benefits, figure out what your benefits are. Here's a worksheet to help you a little bit with determining your story for your about page. You know, these kind of documents are included in that. So it's a package, really. It's not an ebook. It would be long enough to be an ebook for sure, but it's several different worksheets and frameworks in that one package. And but the ideal is for any developer, digital marketer to put on their consulting hat and walk through it with the client to get the information so that whoever you use to write it can write the copy so you can get out the door, get your website out the door.
So if you have a website, if you're a freelancer or a designer or somebody like that, and you've been struggling with clients and getting the content together, this is something that just a nice, simple tool you can use to help speed up that process and get a good framework of the content for the website a little bit quicker.
Yeah. So Joanna Wiebe, we all know, runs Copy Hackers, and we refer to her as the queen of conversion copywriting. She likes to say, I've heard her say it many times, the cure for writer's block is research. And what she means by research is knowing what you need to put in there. It may be a framework or template or whatever, but also getting that information you need. And so I think this framework embodies that. You're still going to need somebody to write it, whether you write it yourself, you turn it over to a freelance writer, or you hire a copywriter or whatever. You're somebody who can put 2 sentences together, you know, and make a paragraph.
Right.
But the framework, you know, this is a cure for the blank page blues, right? You look at that blank page. What goes here? Well,
Right.
The framework will help it. And because it's a framework, that doesn't mean that you have to do it exactly like I have it. You may have some stuff and not have stuff. You may move it around. But this, you know, that's why I like frameworks versus templates. Templates are kind of restrictive to me. It's like, oh, you know, put these words in here. That's not what this is. This is, you know, the headline needs to be based on your value proposition. Here are some examples. This is how you make a value proposition, that kind of thing. So
Great. I think we talked about that you're going to do a live review of an about page at our WordPress meetup. So what's some of the things that you'd like people to take away from that when they get through with it?
I usually ask myself 6 questions. I don't think I have that pulled up right now, but I will go over those questions whenever I pull up the review. So, and those are loosely based on my about page framework. So, there's certain things, but, when it comes to about page, I think there's two or three things that you need to pay attention to that would immediately make your about page better. The first thing is to make it customer centric. The issue with an about page is a little tricky is because it's typically about us, right? It's about our business, about who we are. And so because of that, I give you permission to write about yourself. But don't make it all about yourself. You're still writing to your target market. So I say 30–40% of it should be about you. But you should start with the customer in mind, so customer centric. I should come up with a few examples of some good ones. I know Erin Flynn's got a really good one. If you know who Erin is, she's got a good about page. I think she had a copywriter write it for you. But you start with the value proposition. Make sure you're writing to your customer and the benefit that you bring out. And then I would say one other thing you should do is you always have a call to action on that page. And I talk about a couple different kinds in the teardowns or the reviews as well. So
Great, great. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you at our WordPress meetup, and it will be a Zoom call, and we're going to do a live. We're going to have somebody's website, and we're going to go over their About Us page and go through what you said, six.
Yeah, I have about 6 things, and I'll probably revise that. The first 9 that I did that are on my YouTube channel, pretty much use those 6 questions. I may revise it a little bit, but I'll keep to the same 6 for this particular review.
Okay, great. And where can people find out about you?
Well, the website is copyflight.com. I have a Facebook page, both for me as a page for me, Todd E Jones, and then one for Copyflight, which is facebook.com/copyflight. I'm very, very active on Twitter under my username TE Jones. I do have a Copyflight one, but I never use it. So, and of course, I'm on LinkedIn as well. So, yeah, I'm pretty much everywhere.
Great. Well, we look forward to seeing you December, what is it, 17th? Tuesday, December 17th. Our WordPress meetup is at 10 o'clock, and a little bit after that, he'll be on a Zoom call with us and do this.
In the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yes,
right?
Sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Good talking to you, Todd.
Thanks, Doug. Appreciate it.
Sure.